everybody. This is Pastor Dean, and this is 40 Days to a Miracle, 5 minutes at a time. You know, I didn't receive any miracles for the first part of my Christian career. Everyone else got miracles, but I had some kind of a stumbling block in my subconscious that always said to me, everybody else gets healed, but I don't. And I always had an excuse as to why I wouldn't get healed. But now, it's a different story. I have stopped wrestling with the Bible. I accept everything in the Bible as truth. My Dr. Mike Murdoch taught me that. Kiss the Bible. Without this, I'm nothing. Whenever healing is taught properly, whenever healing is taught as God's provision, faith is produced, and the people are always healed. The method never fails because faith faith can never fail. Let me just give you an example. It has nothing to do with healing, but prosperity. And it says in 3 John 1 and 2, I think it says, God wants you prosperous in all ways, mentally, spiritually, and physically. But I referred to this a couple of weeks ago here on the program. We were in financial trouble. The ministry was in financial trouble a couple of weeks ago. We were just barely paying our bills, and the ministry car, was kaput. So in the midst of all this, I got paid. I got my monthly check, and I took $100 out of money that should have gone for the repair of the ministry car, and I gave it to a poor black minister in Florida. Now, whether the fact she was black or not has nothing to do with it, but she's just such a wonderful black minister, and we encourage African Americans to get involved in our ministry. I don't think we have enough of them because they have such wonderful faith. Anyway, I sent $100 to her, and it was kind of seed money. It was kind of saying, you know what, I believe you so much, and I believe that you return every gift that I give, that you're going to return this $100 to me so that we can get the ministry car fixed. I believe in you, Lord. It says that here in Luke 6:38. Well, I sent that $100. I couldn't afford to send the $100. I sent that $100 south to my pastor friend in Florida. I love you, Pastor Barbara, if you're listening. God did return that money to me. The following week, he returned to me enough money to buy a new ministry car. Is that a coincidence? No. That's the way God works. You do what he says, you get the results he promises. Let me read the verse that I believe in so beautifully, and I preach it. Now, am I asking you to send me money? Absolutely not. Give it to another ministry. Give it to another ministry. You know why I'm saying that? It's not because I don't need your money. It's because I don't want you to think that I'm doing these programs in order to line my pockets. Luke 6:38. If you are in need of money, if you're in need of healing, plant a seed somewhere. Luke 6:38, this is a promise from God. And anything that God promises, let me get my glasses so I try reading these scriptures sometimes without my glasses and I end up in the wrong verse. Luke 6:38 says, give and it will be given to you. That's a promise from the Lord. I count on that promise. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over will men give unto you. Woman comes in. She gives me a check for $500. I never asked her for that money. She said, God told me to give it to you. Another $500 came in another way. Another $500. Anyway, we had money galore coming in. And it's still coming in. Why? Because we planted that seed of $100 to that ministry. It's come back 10 times. Give, and it will be given to you, good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Will men give unto you, for with the measure you use, it will be measured unto you. That's why I lay hands on the sick. Because when I get sick, you know what happens? I lay hands on myself, my wife lays hands on me, and God has measured back to me what I have given to others. I do these programs, and I never ask for a nickel. God has blessed this ministry beyond measure. And we don't even have to ask you. He does it. He pesters people to give us money and take care of us. It's a wonderful way to live. It really is. I don't have to worry. 71 years old. I haven't got a nickel in savings. Maybe we have $2 or $3. But God takes care of us. I love you. This is Pastor Dean. This is a program we call 40 Days to a Miracle, 5 minutes at a time. I'll see you tomorrow.